This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're off and running from Raymond James. Here's a return from the 7. And he doesn't get very far, just beyond the 5-yard line.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks them with a really long field ahead.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Mason will try this one up the gut. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
Jacob Parrish on the tackle. A gain of 46 yards on the play. 1st down, Minnesota.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. Running once more with Mason. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play, Brock. That's going to set them up with a 1st down. Fed him on back-to-back plays, Brock, and he's got them moving now on this opening series.
Yeah, he's not needed any time at all to find his groove and settle in. This should set the table for the rest of the day.
Kyler looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. He's going to be hit there, and they're going to take him out of bounds after a gain of 11. It's going to be a Minnesota 1st down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Mason gets it from the gun. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Working on 2nd down. Murray. Short pass brought in. They'll give him a gain of about 6 before he steps out of bounds. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one's complete, right side. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
We call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. Mason gets it on the counter. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Throwing on 2nd, Murray. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
Third and long for him here. Firing quick, but he is still hit as he let that one go. Great work by the defender affecting that pass. That's going to bring around 4th down. Will Reichert now to try the Vikings field goal. A little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards. Reichert connects there. And the opening drive, the game ends in 3 points.
Certainly love to end every drive with a touchdown, but considering where that drive started, Kate, you'll take 3.
Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. We give to Irving to start his drive. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. And it's made by Andrew Van Ginkel.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Right back to Irving now. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves him with 3rd down and 5.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Third and short, Mayfield. Complete beyond the marker. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Here's Mayfield. And the Rush is going to win this rep. They get to it. Matching last week's effort with that sack.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Trying again following the sack. Mayfield. Cope with a catch. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
This 100-yard gain was a key piece of the puzzle in that win last week, Kate. It looks like, well, they're finding a similar puzzle to work with this week. This dude is just a difference maker, and I love getting him started from the jump.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's Baker. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Byron Murphy picks it. He'll take possession in enemy territory as that return gets him across midfield.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
The left side brought in by Hawkinson. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers. Now, the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Got 4 on the completion, so still 6 ahead of them on second down. To the air with Penix. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
That just felt like a composure play. Quarterback was calm. Receiver did his job securing the ball, and because of it, those chains are moving.
You just get the play off. Running left side by Jefferson. And they'll get him down right along the line. So no gain is how we'll end the opening quarter. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. The Vikings have played to an early lead. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They start out 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Jones. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Hey, Sean Robinson on that tackle. And we'll need to pause for an injury here, and this is the last guy you want hurt. Justin Jefferson, the player being tended to. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and we could not find a completion.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for him.
The wind was at his sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. Things going well so far. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
The Bucz take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Bucz to the line. 1st and 10. Running this one left. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And the defender is there with him every step of the way downfield to make the hit and break up that catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Baker out of the pistol. Buys time, rolling right. And that one's not going to be caught. Could have extended the drive, but the defender timed it perfectly, breaks it up. That means it's 4th down. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And it's away, but a total miss hit. You could tell as soon as it left his foot. This one headed for the sideline.
1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. First play in the drive. Here's Mason. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Penix. Completed to his running back. He's going to be hit there, and they're going to take him out of bounds after a gain of 11. And that is a Vikings first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 for Penix. And he's 3 for 4 passing since coming into this one. Straight ahead, here's Mason. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes 2nd and long. Penix looking to pass. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you see the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Throw here, 3rd down. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down. Minnesota lined up in punt formation, and he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first, and they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will add to their score.
My life experience has taught me these kickers are a lot like golfers. They know how to keep score. They know when they've hit their best shots. They know when they've hit their career longs, and he just got it done.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Run begins with a run by Irving. And a good gain here. 11 yards it looks like. That's going to pick up the first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Baker now off the play fake. That's brought in downfield by Otten. This is going to be a big gain, Brock. He's tackled after about 21 yards. And that is good for a Buccaneer first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Vikings are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 34.
They'll head up here first and 10 from the 34. Now give it to Mason. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocked down that runner.
On second down, Penix. That's complete. Here's Jones. And give him about 4, nothing beyond the catch. And hit got there quickly.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They'll throw, third and long. And he loses control, and that one's going to fall to the ground, Brock. Needed to bring that in. Instead, the mistake means it's fourth down. The Vikings getting their punt team out. Johnny Hecker, the one to send it away. He fields this at the 18. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's the give to Irving. And he's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. First down coming up. Once again, Irving. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Into the hands of Cope. And that'll be 4 yards on that completion before he heads out. That means it's third down.
You know, Kay, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right? Look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Baker to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Penix now. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and then he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
And give them the first down here. Looks to be an even 20 on that play.
It's a gain of 20. And the Vikings first down.
Penix now to throw. Hits his running back. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Buccaneers.
This is Mason on 2nd down. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Sent to the ground that time by Servassier Dennis.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
The Buccaneers go to the nickel, 3rd down. Penix. Pressure's there, and the Bucks got it. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
And it's 4th down.
So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that throws the lead to 5.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of half.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. Now here's Mayfield. Oh, brother, it's another interception. We'll take over right at the 5 after the return.
I did not see that nigga.
Not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Throwing Penix. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Boy, they took over with a lot of energy thanks to that field position, but at least a little bit of air let out of the balloon with that first play. Couldn't make that catch.
Yeah, I think that's fair. And those defenders that gave you the ball in that prime position on the sidelines, they'd like to see you execute better than that.
And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a 3rd down. All right, so defensively, you've seen 2 throws now. You return both of them away. It seems fairly likely you have another one coming up here on 3rd and goal.
It does, and I think defensively, now you've really got to protect against the QB extending the play. Right after a couple incompletions, Kate, you know as a quarterback, if it's not there right away, I better be creative to try to find 6.
Penix on 3rd and goal. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hawkinson from 5 yards away. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. The lead is up to 12.
19. Buccaneers 7. for the Vikings.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. On the return, here's Gainwell. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
On the return, the Bucks take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And this is going to be out of bounds, so a gain of about 13 on the play. And that will set up a Bucks first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
One last play before the break. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. On the return, here's Gainwell. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Bucks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. And going to start the half with a give to Irving. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's second down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
This is Irving on second. There's a lane past the 45. Past the 35. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. Working quickly here.
A gain of 54 yards. That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. And the stop is made after 4 yards. It's second down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Baker now. Flushed out of the pocket. 9-yard kickoff, and it sets him up with first and goal.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
All right, so he'll go pistol set here. Complete on the option. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. And goes to the hurry up here.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal.
Working on second down. Baker. He's got a man left. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Offense in the hurry up here.
3 yards. It's now
Irving.
and goal.
And he gets in. Touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Fielded at the 7. Making some progress here. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
But again, Getting contributions like that out of your kickoff returner is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. A give to Mason. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that around the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Second down coming from Penix. Taking a deep shot here. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Third and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. 3rd down, Brock. You knew that pressure was coming. And sure looked like he was lucky to even get a throw away on that play.
That rush was coming to flat out end that drive.
Yeah.
And it did.
And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. That's complete, downfield to Godwin. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Bucks have the 1st.
That's good for a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. On the give, this is Irving. Down here after a gain of about 14 yards, it looks like. That's going to give them the 1st.
It's a gain of 14
Offense to the line
yards.
fast.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down.
He got him the 1st, now Irving on 1st. And he picks him up about 4 yards there. 2nd down coming up.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Second down, here's Baker. This is a heater going deep. And it was a big play for a moment, but he can't keep control of it through that hit. It's incomplete. That brings us to 3rd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
3rd down, give to Irving. And they can bring him down, but 8 was enough. They got what they needed. 1st down coming. Looking quickly here.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard
Play action.
line.
Here's Mayfield. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. That's caught. He found some space. Brought to the ground as they hit him big on that play, Brock. It looks like they're marking the game at about 25 yards.
On the play. And a 1st down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On first down, they're going to run with Irving. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. They give to Irving, left side. Now even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
3rd and short. Mayfield escapes the pocket. And he's got him that first down as he hits the deck safely. They're going to be looking at 1st and goal.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That's a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
1st and goal. Here's Irving. And he's going to run this in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving is 2nd of this quarter. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
McLaughlin has it on the teeth, and he's ready to send this flying. Return starts at the 9. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10. Mason will try this one up the gut. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
2nd down carry for Jones. And he's going to be taken down, so calling about 8 yards on that play. And that means they got the first. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it can be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
And we won't have another snap. That is the end of our 3rd quarter. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. Start of the 4th quarter, offense set up 1st and 10. Here's Penix. Taken in by Addison, left side. It looks like he got around 8 yards before he headed out of bounds, Brock. 2nd down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Throwing on 2nd down, Penix. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's headed to the ground. Offense up to the line pass.
Almost 6 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 8.
Penix going with a different play. To the air on 3rd and long. Pass brought in by Jennings. Nice work here as he pushes forward for 20 plus the first. Offense in the hurry up here.
And the Vikings first down.
On 1st down, it's Mason. This one held up after just a couple of yards. That makes it 2nd down. Well, you've taught me, Bucz. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
On 2nd down, Penix. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Challenging double coverage, and they don't get through. The throw made it. Contact breaks up the catch. The force 4th down. Punt team on the field. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Nice punts here, up and angled towards the sideline. And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Baker now off to play fake. Look at that power, deep left side. The look was there, but the catch is not. Contact deep downfield, and that's enough to pop that one out.
Just not a real big fan of that one, Kate, right there. Both the play call, but ultimately the decision. And that falls on the quarterback and his brain. You got to know the situation, the time, the distance. I don't think that was worthy of taking that kind of shot, certainly into coverage.
Quick throw on the RPO. It's McMillan. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Didn't get all they wanted out of that last play, so now they've got 3rd and 8. Here's Mayfield. Complete beyond the marker. And give him a fresh set of downs. That play goes for 10.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Setting up the screen here to Godwin. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Now one of the Vikings in some pain out there. So we'll get a stoppage here as he's helped by trainers. Got 4 on the completion, so still 6 ahead of him on 2nd down. Here's Baker. And this is incomplete. Had it for a second, but the hit broke up the catch, and now it's 3rd down.
We've played 3 quarters here already, and those look like some fresh legs defensively, getting after the quarterback, forcing him out of the pocket, and forcing another incompletion.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Wow, he's taking a shot, going for it all. They did it! He made the interception! The rookie out of Miami with the pick.
Intercepted by the Vikings. They'll take over 1st and 10.
good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. To the air with Penix. Gets everything he has under this one. Risky throw. It's intercepted. Has room down the left sideline. And he takes this one back. Gets a pick six and a Tampa Bay touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Bro, Baker Mayfield sold me, bro. The last one.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick. Here's Penix. Has a big strike to Addison. And give him the first down, Brock. Great results. That snap goes for 17.
Jordan Addison. It's a gain of 17
they're shuffling things around a bit.
1st down, Vikings.
Penix looking to pass. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Fair to say he's just been all over the place in this one today. Some accuracy issues early. They gave him plenty of looks trying to get him into rhythm, but they just never could, and the incompletions continue to pile up.
Here's Penix on 2nd down. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. It's going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Couldn't get the play off in time. We've arrived at our 2-minute warning. Vikings down by 10. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. They send a tight end in motion. Penix on 3rd down. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
I really don't mind taking a deep shot there, but the problem was that shot, it just wasn't open. And now the game really does hinge right here, Kate, on converting this 4th down.
Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Forced out to his right. Pressure's there. They get him a big loss back at the 43. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Chased out to his right. And an unforced error. Can't bring that one in. That's going to go as a drop, and that means it's 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Third and long for him here. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Vikings have some new life in the fourth.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
Penix. He brings it in. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple. Vikings out of the hurry-up. Need everyone back to the line.
At the 9-yard line.
Second down coming from Penix. Throw is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds after picking up a handful on that play. Moves him a little closer. It's third down.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Throwing now. On the move, headed right. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
That incompletion right there, Kate, it does stop the clock, and it gives you a chance. A chance to get in that huddle, regroup, and make sure you just fire your best shots here down the stretch.
Hands are tied. Gotta have it on this fourth down. Here's Jones. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Catch made by Bucky Irving. He has room past the 15. Well, that one did some damage as he's finally hauled down. A gain of about 24. First down coming up.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Lining up for one final snap. They're going to pass it here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Brought down after getting his guys about 26 yards. That is good for a Tampa Bay first down. Sound the cannons, baby. The Buccaneers